This is a public notice for anyone who owns a cat or lives in a home where cats roam freely. Please listen carefully, because what I experienced wasn't an accident. It felt planned, or drawn to me somehow. It all began with a wooden wall in an old rental cabin I had just moved into. A place in Pennsylvania, tucked near the woods. The kind of place you pick when you want peace and quiet. But this wasn't peace. It was too still, like the house was waiting. It was a Sunday evening. Nothing special. I was half asleep on the couch, scrolling on my phone. My cat, Jasper, sat near the old fireplace. He's the calm type, doesn't meow much, barely moves unless he hears food. Even when thunder hits, he doesn't flinch. But that night, he went stiff. I heard his claws scratch the floor as he stood, slow and sharp. I didn't even turn around at first. Just thought maybe he saw a bug. But then, he stood up like something hit him. His back arched, his ears twitched, and he locked his eyes on the corner of the wooden wall, right next to the window. There was nothing there. No wind, no shadows, just dry, cracked wood. But the room suddenly felt wrong, like I was standing inside a held breath, like the air itself was holding still. Then he growled. Not a hiss, not a whine, but a long, low growl I'd never heard from him. It sounded like it came from somewhere deeper, not just inside him. It made my skin prickle, like something ancient just got disturbed, like I'd stepped on a grave without knowing it. At first, I laughed it off. Maybe a mouse in the wall, maybe a creak in the cabin. But Jasper didn't move, not even a twitch, just this quiet shaking in his legs, like he was bracing for something, or like something was bracing for him. He growled for over an hour, eyes fixed on the same spot, not even blinking. I grabbed my phone and recorded him, because I knew no one would believe this. I kept checking the timestamp. 45 minutes passed. He never even blinked once. Not once. And that's when I realized he wasn't breathing either. When I played it back later, there was a sound. Not from me. Not from Jasper. Not from the cabin. A whisper. Very faint. But clear enough. You should have left. It was like someone was standing right behind my phone, whispering into it. But the cabin was dead silent. I remember because I replayed the moment in my head. Where was I standing? What was the lighting? Was anything open? Nothing. I froze. I played it again. Same whisper. The file wasn't edited. I hadn't added anything. I was too scared to even think straight. I checked the background audio, just in case. Opened the file in 2 different apps. The voice was there, but not in the waveform. It was like it didn't exist physically, just layered inside. I looked up at the wall. It didn't feel like a wall anymore. The wood looked like it was bending, breathing. I stepped closer. The closer I got, the colder the air felt. Not just cold. It was sharp, like walking into a freezer full of wet stone. I heard something under the boards. Not a sound, but a rhythm. Like something was shifting under there. Like it was turning over in its sleep. I didn't sleep that night. And the next day, Jasper refused to enter the living room. He sat in the hallway, staring at the same corner, growling. Not eating. Not blinking. His eyes were tearing up, like whatever he was seeing, he couldn't look away, even if it hurt. Like it was pulling him in. I finally gave in. I touched the wood, just with my fingertips. I wish I hadn't. I wish I could forget how it felt. It was ice cold, but that wasn't the worst part. I felt something thumping, a faint beat, like a pulse. But it wasn't mine, and it wasn't coming from inside the house. It was like something inside the wall was alive. It pulsed back when I touched it. Not random. A beat, then another, like it was matching my breathing, or mocking it, or counting it. I reached out to a local vet who specialized in animal behavior. I told her everything, my cat's reaction, the cold spot, the whisper. She went quiet for a while. Then she said something that made my blood run cold. Some cats react to it. They always have. They're not just sensing it, they're warning you. Her voice changed when she said that. Not scared but flat. Like she'd said it before. Too many times. I asked her, warning me about what? She didn't answer. She just ended the call. I called back twice. Straight to voicemail. Next day, the number didn't even work. I checked online. The clinic was real, but the vet's name wasn't on the site anymore. Like she'd never been there. That part of the wall, it doesn't look the same anymore. It's darker than the rest. Like it's been burnt. I dragged an old dresser in front of it. Covered it completely. But even now, every night at exactly 3:11 a.m., Jasper starts growling again. Same direction. Same exact time. As if something behind that wall knows the clock too. Or like it's waiting for something at 3:11. Even if he's in a different room. Even if the wall's out of sight. He growls in the same direction. And he won't move. I tried once. Picked him up, carried him outside. He clawed me like he didn't recognize me. Then ran back inside. Like something was calling him. And now the wall isn't just there. It's spreading. I saw the same warped, pulsing texture inside my closet door. On the edge of the bathroom mirror. Tiny cracks, forming in the shape of veins. When I blink, they disappear. But they always come back. And they're getting longer. Like roots. Like something's growing. And worse, in my dreams. I don't even remember sleeping anymore. Just waking up with that corner burned into my head. Once I dreamed I was inside the wall. No sound, no end. Just eyes pressed against the wood. Watching, waiting. The cabin isn't the same anymore. And neither am I. I don't think this is about the wall. I think it's about whatever's behind it. And I think it knows I touched it. I think maybe I invited it in. Or maybe it never needed an invite. Maybe it was always in the walls. Maybe it's always been here. So if your cat starts growling at a wall, don't joke. Don't try to be brave. Leave. Don't talk to it. Don't even look at it too long. Not even for a second. Because if your eyes meet, you'll know what I mean. Because once you notice it, it notices you.